Okay, so Aaleyah saw the vet just a couple minutes ago. That was Forward Equine that came out here. They were really, really nice people and seemed very knowledgeable and very good with Aaleyah, who was being very naughty. Sorry. Uh, yeah, well, she's been out of work for a while, and she's in pain, so she's snotty and spooky and stupid. So I apologize if you're watching this. I swear she's not normally like that. Anyways, so we did some x-rays of her hocks. That's where we started because that's where they thought the main issue was coming from, and it turns out they were right, which is awesome. I love it when I don't have to spend extra money. We find the issue at the first try, right? Isn't that great? Yeah. She says, yeah, whatever, Mom. You can spend lots of money on me. I don't care. Of course, you don't care. You're not the one spending it. So anyways, she and her assistant were both here. They did a great job. I didn't even have to help with the lameness exam because she had an assistant, which is awesome. Never had a vet do that before, so that was pretty cool. They said that her hocks are fusing and that the fusing process is painful, but once they're fused, then I should be able to jump again, which is awesome. So really, we're just kind of in the waiting game here and pain management stage until she fuses completely, and then I should be able to jump again. So we were going to put her on Equiox again, which I know works for her because we've done it before. I don't like drugs and I didn't want to keep her on it. Yeah, I know. Cranky. So I gave her first 3 pills today. She's off Butylis completely, and I think I'm going to keep her off of it just for budget's sake because Equiox isn't cheap. And then we also did a blood test just to make sure that her kidney function is good because she's been on Equiox before, and going on it can really cause a problem for the kidneys. So we want to make sure that her kidneys are good before we go full bore into Equiox. It should be fine, but you just never know with drugs. So it's always better to be safe than sorry, right, Mare? Yeah. So we pulled some blood for that, and we got some x-rays, and it's looking pretty good. And then the other thing is they gave me this pretty nifty thing, which is basically very similar to MagnaWave, only it's a small version. For those of you who are familiar with MagnaWave, it's a pretty darn big machine, and you have to invest a lot of money to buy one. So usually you just have practitioners that come to your place and you spend, $70 to $200 depending on the practitioner to have MagnaWave done on your horse. And it's very similar to this. It's a loop like this, but it's attached to a machine, and it's big and clumsy. And the loops are a lot bigger. But this, I guess, is used as like a temporary MagnaWave of some type. It's still magnetic energy. And you buy this little machine here, and it's preset, I guess, for 150 doses, if you will, of MagnaWave of 15-minute sessions, which is really awesome. And it's targeted, so it's super, super small. It's not meant for the whole body. Daisy, would you stop interrupting me? Yeah, thank you. Anyways, so yeah, it's meant for a targeted area. So what we're doing is we're putting this little nifty machine here on that back hock there, the left hock in the back. I know I'm pointing to the right, but technically it's her left, I guess. Looking at her, it's the right. But anyways, we're putting this directly on the hock, and then holding it there, you touch this little button here, and then you let it go for 15 minutes while the little lights are flashing, saying that it's working, and then once the light goes off, then you know that the cycle is done. So we're doing this once to twice a day, depending on how much time we have, and letting it go for that 15-minute cycle, and it's supposed to help with the pain in the hock, and possibly also helping it fuse a little faster, which I don't know if that's really going to work that way or not, but here's to hoping. The faster it fuses, the better it'll be, because then she'll be out of pain. So she won't have as much flexibility, of course, because the joint's not working anymore. But she won't have that bone-on-bone grinding anymore, so she won't have the pain anymore. So that's what we're going to be doing for treatment. I attempted to put it on her today. Move over, please. There, thank you. And you're supposed to put it on there and then wrap it so it doesn't come off, but I don't actually have any vet wrap right now. At least I don't think I do. I might have one or two in here somewhere, but my genius, I thought, idea was to use my helmet hat here for winter, which is also really cool. You put it over your riding helmet, and then it's got fleece lined around the sides. It goes all the way underneath your neck and chin here, so you stay nice and warm. Well, I figured it's got this cute little helmet pouch here that works perfectly for this. And it just, you know, hangs out in there, and then you just put this around the leg, and then you stick it together so it stays up. And it worked, except this girl here didn't want to stand still. So, yeah, she kept trying to follow me everywhere, and she was mad that I was leaving her alone. So little Miss Drama Queen here made me stand here and hold it on her for 15 minutes, when I could have been doing chores, and she could have been standing here patiently like a good girl, and just letting that helmet hat thing stay on her, but of course she wouldn't let me do that. So yeah, everything has to be more difficult than it should be, but anyways, that's my horse for you. And this is the packaging for this machine. It's called a CC Loop. I have no idea if there's anywhere you can buy this except for through a vet. Maybe there is, I don't know. Cost me $300, but to be honest, that's way cheaper than MagnaWave, because like I said, each MagnaWave treatment is at least $75, and that's on the low end. So, you know, this is 150 cycles. That's a lot. Look at that. Where is it? It's on here somewhere. There we go, right there. 150 15-minute treatments. That's really impressive. If I were to do that with a practitioner, that would cost me, gosh, I'm not good at math, you guys, but 150 times $75 is way more money than I want to spend. So I'll take 300, you know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know how strong it is. You know, it may not nearly be as strong as a regular MagnaWave machine, but it doesn't really have to be because it's only focusing on one area. So anyways, good news over here. I was, you know, thinking I would need to do stifle surgery. We'd have to take her to a clinic and have her be put under, and she's 18 years old, so there's always a risk with that. I mean, there's risk with that no matter what age the horse is, but, you know, being 18, she's not going to heal as well or as quickly, so I was really worried. And I was worried about kissing spine, because that's another surgery, and thankfully none of that happened. All it is just a little hock fusing, so that's good news. Still cost me $1,000 today, so basically the whole cost of another horse. But whatever. Now I know what the problem is, and we're just going to keep dealing with it, and hopefully she'll fuse quickly and not take 10 years to fuse so we can get back to jumping. So at least I know I still have my horse for now. So unless something else crops up. Right now her right side does have a little bit of arthritic change, so that very well may start to try to fuse on me too. And if that happens, even if the left hock fuses, she's going to be, you know, down another 2 years while we're waiting for the other one to fuse. But as long as her kidneys hold up, we should be able to keep her on Equiox, and that should keep her rideable. So, I don't know. Guess we'll see. Day by day. So, that's the news from the farm today. Maybe a little bit of good news. It was expensive, but that's life with horses. It's never cheap. So... Right, yeah. She's like, Mom, let me out. Yeah, I know. Your treatments are done. Yep. Treatments are done. All right. Signing off.